Thank you for being part of this journey. Celebrating 2 decades of Pacific stories. Brought to you by the Secretariat of the Pacific Community. Malo lele, kia rana, and a very warm welcome to the Pacific Way. This year, our show celebrates 20 years of bringing you great stories from around the Pacific. In 2004, Fiji and the Pacific mourned the loss of Ratu Kamisese Kapaiwai Tuimacilai Mara, a former Prime Minister, former President, a true statesman and a father of Fiji. Today we begin a 2-part special screening of special TV coverage by the Pacific Way team of the state funeral of one of Fiji's true statesmen.
On Sunday, 18th April 2004, an era came to an end. His Excellency, the late Right Honourable Ratu Kamisese Kapaiwai Tuimacilai Mara, Tuinayau, Tuilau, Sauniwanua Lau, passed away. In the days that followed, our young nation demonstrated to the world the esteem and affection with which it held this great leader. Once the chiefs and people had been notified of the Tuinayau's passing in the traditional manner, the nation began preparations for a state funeral to farewell the man history will surely regard as the father of our nation. Wednesday, 28th April, the long journey began. The casket carrying the Tuinayau was taken from the private hospital through the streets of Suva to Government House. The people of Fiji, along with Pacific neighbors and friends from around the world, descended on the capital city to pay their last respects. Watched over by traditional warriors and women from Laos, the body of the late former president lay in state. People came in their thousands to pay their last respects. In the traditional rengu-rengu, each group paid homage to the late leader and presented traditional gifts.
Wangone turanga male univalu tuikanga. Ko turanga sanga tala tunga imburam sanga. Wangone maramambala ro tuinreketi univalu. Saba turanga sanga tala tunga na matene tubiwa kanya tobata. Arongo saka na nom do kavi na masiwa nua. Na buku ni olo ni rarawa sama rombota saka toga nonda viti mikua. Rongo da saka ko viti. Rongo da saka na wasa Pasifika. Rongo da saka talanga na via sai vura taleso. Sabura saka mai kina e matamunia na mataga indai. Ai lako. Mai na wasa Pasifika. Me pakas kava menes kangone turanga tune wanone vola the Pacific Way. Kuni sasarama sana matangani kwa. Uiras kagarado sama ini kuwa. Erelewe nindua matambose ka kobuta bate tini matambose. Raboke vole viti kena taunda buke viti. Elanda saka na Council of Regional Organizations of the Pacific. Iya toka. Wah, ngone turang bale tuneau. Atuilau, sakelau. Kena ve matambura de sada bale sakatigo. Ura.
Tinggal miti ko na kamunanga. Kamunanga na irengu-rengu. Na irengu-rengu buka turanga. Da kumbaleta tiko tini na mata isongo-songo. Ni bako bata tumay na mata ganising inday-inday. Mata ni songo-songo. Gawang titagitiko na value taki na boga tulewa na be tambana tarabo boga bolekata no nonda bula na lewe ni gono na Pasifika. Tingo mitigo na kamunanga na irengu-rengu. Ana bukonda na wana turanga mbale. Era sama imbale. Wana turanga na tuineo so ni gono lao. Tingo mitigo na wabi na binaka. Wabi na binaka mai vera na masini gono lao. Kena busu wani rawa. Katigo rawa indai. Kata lenga kina. Maina bewe kani boga turanga ngena mata bubale. Boga turanga todo ko. Esa rayado mai ernanga yado taletingam. Kawai tagi boga lebu na mata ilaw lakungo. Ni songo itini saranda boga tutu batutaka na yabusa tini. Ni sayo tomai na lewe ni yabusa. Kilai tiko kina ni turanga rongo yawa. Kilai telenga na be sei buru tani. Saya baleta walanga na non review taki bogonua. Baleta na mogos non review taki kena be kai so. Era boga tule wakina. Ena saira na be liu tale na wasa Pasifika. Tarayani na tiki buru. Nimbula binagatiko. Rau benagatigo na nomuni bingaraga na wasa Pasifika. Kunikina na sautu. Sawa ya wati umandanga na materi kena maliwa. Mama. Hey, Dina.
At midday on Friday, 30th April, the state funeral for the former President and Prime Minister began. The casket carrying the Tuimacilai left Government House under military escort as it began its long journey to its final resting place at Tumbo on the island of Lakemba. At Suva's Albert Park, the very place where 34 years earlier, Ratu Kamisese accepted the instruments of independence. Dignitaries from around the world and the people of Fiji gathered to celebrate the life of this unique leader. The Archbishop and a myriad of priests from around the nation led the assembled crowd in a full requiem mass.
Thank you for coming to this religious service to commend the body of Ratu, Kamisese, Kapaiwai, Tuimacilai Mara to earth and his soul to God, our Heavenly Father. In truth, this man was a son of God. With these words spoken by a centurion, we have an extraordinary statement from a man who stood facing a helpless victim on a cross and watched him as he died. We know the story. And according to St. Mark, Jesus died in total desolation. There was no relieving future of any kind at all. It would have seemed that Jesus' isolation could go no further. He had been betrayed by the leaders, deserted by his disciples, taunted by his enemies, derided by those who hung with him.
While Archbishop Petero Matada's allegorical reference to the betrayal of Christ was a pointed reminder of the late leader's bitter disappointment with the events of May 2000.
That's our show for today. We will bring you the second half of the special coverage of the state funeral same time next week. If you have any thoughts or ideas on stories that we bring you, visit us on our Pacific Way page on Facebook and on YouTube. Until then, tofa, kakite anō, and goodbye for now. Thank you for being part of this journey. Celebrating 2 decades of Pacific stories. Brought to you by the Secretariat of the Pacific Community.